So I'm finally starting to see this pattern and the purpose in it. Like, my awakening started with this rage that was coming out of me that I couldn't control, with punching holes in a wall, was taking it out on people. It felt like it was like a tsunami coming over me, and then I would calm down and I would be okay after. But that was when I started hearing my guides and I started speaking to God, and they would like try to console me. And but at the same time, Teddy's dad was like, not like, he would get mad or annoyed about it, me putting holes in the wall and stuff, but he didn't like help me. He wasn't there for me in any way. He didn't even say like, which he should have, like, it's pretty clear that I was needing therapy, or something, but it was like, he wasn't. I even remember before that, there was a lot of stuff, like when I became a new mom, because I remember one day I was crying, I was upset because like didn't have that many crazy things. He did latch, we were able to breastfeed for a little while, but like he started throwing up his milk, and I didn't know how to handle it. And you're learning as you go as a new mom. Like, there's a lot, mostly that's what it is. And then you can get support wherever you need it, but like, you're completely like attached to your kid pretty much for the first, until they start sleeping overnight and stuff. Cause anyway, so I remember calling him one day when he was at work and, saying that I needed him to come home and help me. And he was like, no. And it was just like, and I remember there were things like that. And then he would like refer me to my mom. He would like refer me to someone else. Like, it was like, this was some sort of like business situation. And I was like, I'm a person. You don't just hand me off to somebody else because you don't want to deal with like things that every mother goes through. Like, and that was at a time where I was like at my most vulnerable. Like, Teddy was a month old probably, or something like that. So it's like, it started off like, and my mom had kicked us out when I was struggling with latching, and we got in a fight over something, and I chose to start supplementing with formula, and my mom kicked us out the next day because she didn't agree with my choices or whatever. I don't even remember. I don't like it's so chaotic anyways in the beginning. It's hard to have a lot of memory retention because there's so much going on. But I'm starting to see this pattern because I'm like, there's so much projection that you get and I'm like, why is it so hard to, but then there's also been there has been very beautiful moments too. And like, people saying they're praying for you and stuff. Like, I think that to me is really like profound and special, because I also do that for people, and I do that for my person and people that I care about. So like, that was very like heartwarming. But then it was like, then it shifts into this like self-loathing energy, but it's like a projection. I've noticed it's like, or it'll be jealousy. Like, my person will be jealous about something about me, or he'll be like in this, like, there will be something about like, there will be someone showing up that will bring you cheer. And I can feel that, like, he feels abandoned, he feels neglected, and he's projecting that at me. And, I'm starting to see, cause like when I made that yesterday, like, I don't want to always be no one wants to just be in a negative energy and like, bringing negativity all the time. Did you get yourself, you put some other clothes on? He doesn't want a bath. You have to have a bath. That's funny. I don't want to always be negative. And I think that being, there still is that part of me that's like, and because I was vulnerable around people that would like use it against me and stuff. So it still is like, you're figuring out how you want to show up. But I know for me, because like like I said, with my awakening, it was like, I felt so alone in it. I felt so unseen. I felt so, And that's very dangerous. Like going through very like traumatic or vulnerable things and not being able to speak about it. So there's something there with the way that I'm supposed to show up and help other people who is like, probably pride has been one of the things and I know for men it's a whole different thing, but it's like there's something there where I'm supposed to help people. Cause like I saw a bunch of people posting about the struggles that they had and that were like vulnerable things or like really difficult grief things, that was like holding on to that is very detrimental to our health. Like, so because I still have many moments of just holding myself through the grief, and that's okay too. Like, it's not that it's bad, it's just that I see that now as like that's part of my purpose here, is to help people open up and speak, because that was something that I struggled with too. Like, I struggled to open up and be real about the depth of things that I feel, and like because I shifted into being like avoidant, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be avoidant either. I don't know, because my North Node, Teddy, hang on. My North Node is Pisces. Plus, I deal with Teddy. You're going to go to quiet time if you don't stop. I deal with so much every day that's emotional. So it's like, I feel it's very isolating being a single parent with a special needs kid and doing homeschool. All those things are very isolating. So sometimes I think that too about like, because I've had people that I've opened up to, and like my neighbors even and stuff, and I'm like wanting to like blame my family for things, but it's like, it's really not them. It's really me being like, I'm used to isolating to deal with stuff, so I'm just going to shut everyone out. But that's where it becomes very dangerous. And like, that's where like suicidal ideation and stuff like that happens. And I just, until life started becoming overwhelming, I was able, Teddy, go to quiet time now. But like, I deal with like domestic stuff with my kid now, where I'm like, I don't know what we're going to need, but I don't want to not talk about it, because it's like, even today, he was being really sweet with me while I was doing stuff on the floor. And then I don't know, it shifted, and he like tried to, it was more of like a wrestling around, but he's grabbing my hair and like, slamming his body into mine and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't want to like turn a blind eye to it, or just be like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like, it's not fine. I don't know what my kid needs, but he needs support, and like, he needs guidance that I can't like provide him, because I also need to be able to like be in my feminine and feel safe and stuff like that. And I really don't know how. I really have no idea to like what support he needs going in that way. And like, I can't just shape shift into a masculine. Like, I think in some ways single moms, like you're playing the male, mothering is very masculine, like you're doing both. But like, as far as like specific masculine things, like I don't know, I can't do that, because I'm not in a man's body. I'm not a man. So okay, that's it for that. That got dragged out a little bit.